Cut my music. I don't know what that was. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. We're going live right here. Good afternoon, everyone. It is the Studio W Sports page brought to you by J&J. I am your host, your main man, Mill. Riding shotgun with me always is Mr. Kevin Two Plate Turns. To my left, to my right, ooh, lay, 5-2 in the building. I'm gonna switch that up next week. I'm just letting you know that right now. I don't like the intro. I'm just having a rough morning, man. Having a rough morning. I'm so rough in the morning. It's 3:00 in the afternoon, and I'm still having a rough morning. So sorry about that. Sorry about that, gentlemen. But how are you all doing?
I'm alive. Yeah. You can't, like I said, man, when you wake, if you can wake up, that's a win right off the bat.
Yeah. It's always better on the other side of the day.
Yes, and also like to say, we can hear you. Just talk, okay?
I can't hear nothing on my mic.
Yeah, that's your headset. It works, bro. That's all you need to know. It works. All right, it works. You want to switch? Yeah. Also, like to say Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Well, Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, Valentine's Day is not just for women; it's for the men too. Hope everybody get their groove on. Do things of that nature. Be with significant others. I'm tired of that holiday just being for the ladies, man. It's just so selfish.
It is for them.
It is.
I mean, what?
It can't happen without them.
It's their day.
It's our day.
All right.
It's more. I was gonna say it's a couple's lovers thing, basically.
You keep on checking out temperature on that one.
One can't get done without the other. It's a mutual thing. It's 50-50. The love has to be there on both ends. And to those, I like to say, Happy Valentine's Day to you all. I enjoyed a very great, outstanding Valentine's Day celebration last night. Shout out to the Robinsons, Oven Baked for You. Check them out. They some exquisite food. They catered my wedding, but they hold an annual Valentine's Day event every year. And it's always a blast. It's a good hang with those guys. And we cut up. We had a little 90s theme party last night. I came as a member of the Wu-Tang Clan with the mask and everything. And
he looks like a jabber.
Look, hey, like I told you earlier in the car, I was like, this is the perfect mask for two things: for Halloween and
I'm gonna double up. I'll tell you right now, I'm wearing that for Halloween this year.
I mean, this would be good.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but
I'll tell you right now. All thing I did mess up with this one. I should have took a picture. I should have took a picture without the mask on.
I mean, I was digging it actually, man. It was like I said, yo, this is a dope. This was a dope costume that you had.
I just thought you was a Jabberwocky.
Hey man, look, I can't hate on that one, man, because like I said, you can get away with that one. You can get away with this costume right here.
What Wu-Tang member were you?
That album cover. It didn't matter which one. Pick one.
Hey, either way,
now,
I don't care what anybody says. That one was dope to me.
I could be the lost one. I could be the 10th or 11th one. It doesn't matter.
You could get away with this one.
I ain't gotta drop no bars.
You don't have to do nothing. You really don't. You don't need to do it.
See, I ain't gotta dance or nothing.
I mean, this one of those you can say no words needed for this particular event. It ain't.
So, fellas,
yeah.
we gotta get in some sports here.
So what do you want to talk about?
With that lame duck halftime show?
Do y'all really want to talk about that?
That they claim had a lot of viewership.
Oh yeah,
we can have more. Well, I appreciate our viewers. Carson Witzel says hello. Oh, I'm sorry, Cameron Witzel says hello. Also, I can.
Hurt your camera. Hurt your camera.
And then Radio Network is on here.
Hurt his camera.
Oh my God, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me. There we go. And so NBA or NCAA? No, we were talking about the halftime show.
So okay,
we want to talk about this halftime show.
So what's your gripe, Romar, on what you witnessed?
What I ain't witnessed nothing. I was asleep
during the halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
Then why you want to talk about it?
That's how terrible it was for them to say that it got so much viewership. It's terrible. Somebody lied.
No, they ain't lying.
See, the crazy thing about it is when a lot of people, and my timeline was flooded with people complaining about Bad Bunny, this and everything else. Now, WB, why are you here? What was your take on the halftime show?
I didn't care for it.
You okay? All right, it is fair. It's fair. Now, was it because that you didn't understand what he was saying, or
did you?
No, it wasn't so much that I just couldn't vibe with it.
Okay.
I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they did it because it defied that clown up in DC.
Right.
Yeah. So I was glad for that. But I really didn't get into it.
Okay. That's fair. Like I said, no wrong answers here, by the way.
Mr. Galloway. We have Derek Galloway's here. Yeah, that's my man, Derek Galloway.
What's going on, fellas?
Derek, what is going on?
Talk to me, DG. How did you like that Super Bowl halftime performance?
Oh, even though I couldn't understand what was being said, I could actually follow the story, which I appreciated. I really appreciated the theatrics of it, which gave me like a story, sort of speak, when it went from the bushes and the sugar canes, and then they went to the streets and showing the bodegas and the old heads playing checkers outside. Then it went to the wedding, and then it went to it talked about the story about the power in Puerto Rico and how the power went out, which is they were giving you the visuals of the people that were on the power poles, and then they gave you the visual of him talking to himself. In my opinion, that's what I thought it was. Him talking to himself when he handed that kid that Grammy. In my opinion, I took it as he was talking to his self in the past, sort of like saying, one day I'm going to make it in the music biz and I'm going to give myself a Grammy. I appreciated the story of it, and I also appreciated, like WB said, to defy and to rise up against the ones that are trying to tear it down. I mean, let the people have what they need. I mean, we had our moment, they had their moment. Why can't they have their moment to celebrate and show, diversity and ethnicity at the Super Bowl? There's nothing wrong with it. I thought it was pretty cool. That's my take.
All right. Sounds fair. Mel, what did you think? Like how when we watched it?
They could have left out with a smile without it. I mean, Lady Gaga could have left out with a smile at home. I mean, we're here to party. I'm not thinking about what's going to happen when the world ends. That particular song did not belong in the Super Bowl halftime performance, but Lady Gaga did belong in there, just not that particular song. And they did it off of it was off. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't the same beat. It was it was a remix, wrong beat for that song completely. It was too hard to follow. It was like couldn't wait to get to the next segment of the song. They had like 13, 15 songs in the whole performance itself. I'm happy for them. I'm glad they did it. But yeah, that's if I had anything to say about it, that one particular song they could have left out there.
Yeah, which reminded me that like we had there was a sheet that Mill and I and the crew we filled out, and a lot of thought-provoking questions. Good questions, by the way. Like one of them was how many songs you think they was going to play in that particular segment, and everybody was off except for like one. I had like 9 songs. I figured, okay, 9 songs in 13, 14 minutes, whatever. And then some of the songs they felt like they was rushed. Now one of my favorites was,
they were all rushed.
Well, yeah, but I mean you could tell they crammed them in all together. But like there was the one song I really liked was Gasolina, But then again, I mean, it was from back years ago. I mean, you brought that one back. I was like, okay, yeah. But like Derek was saying, it was a story, even though I didn't understand it. It felt like to me, it started like a WWE promo. That's what it looked like to me. But because again, and I say WWE promo because us, diehards remember he was part of WrestleMania a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, and he beat Damian Priest.
Well, I thought he was his partner at one point. At that time, yeah, because but yeah, he was part of WrestleMania. So that's one reason why I'm thinking like the way it started, it felt like a promo. But then as the story kept going, it was like, okay, I didn't understand what he said at the time, but you could feel something was being written as he was, going through the motions or whatever. But a lot of people was complaining on my timeline all week long about, him and think about all the stuff they complain about it seems like they complain about the wrong things. And that's what's driving me nuts because it's almost like, people's complaining about Kendrick Lamar last year. Then I remember that they were complaining about Rihanna.
They complained about Beyonce. They complained about Beyonce a few years ago.
Yeah, they complained about everybody.
Here's the thing I'll say that on this, if I may. And I don't want to offend anybody, but it seems as if, in my opinion, from my point of view of what I'm watching, if it's not Kiss or U2 or Def Leppard, or if it's not Garth Brooks or whatever, people have a certain demographic has a lot to complain about. And I don't know if it's coming from an endearment or don't understand it or I can't comprehend, or if it's coming from like just bigotry, racism rooted in that self. If it's the latter, where it's dealing with, people don't want to deal with it because it's people of color performing at halftime. My thing is this. Don't be halfway racist about it. Be all the way racist. And what I mean by that is don't stop and get a taco. Don't listen to rap albums. Don't wear the clothes that we make popular. Don't get yourself or your children involved in our culture. Be all the way racist and not even involve yourself in the inventions that, as we know of with Black History Month, that we invented. Don't even do that. I mean, if you're going to be racist, be all the way out the door. That's. But again, I don't know. What I'm saying is if it's that and you're that or part of that, come all the way out and tell us. Don't just be covert racist, hide behind your comments or say slick stuff on the comments and on the Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Come all the way out. Tell your job. Tell the world. Hey, my name is Peter Paul, whatever, and I hate this group of people. Come all the way out with it. That's my take on it. And I hate saying that, but I'm at the point now where it's the divide is really making this country so awful and so unbearable to live in these times. And I know we've always had racism, but it's just so much up front now and in front of everybody's faces. It's just sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad. And I want to say, I think it goes a little bit beyond racism. I think it's just more people. It's just we have one side of the country that stands for that wants to stand for what the Constitution stands for. All life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, therefore that, etc. And then there's another group of people that just want power. And if you're not willing to kiss a certain person, you know what, then it is what it is. But overall, I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's just my take on it. But shout out to the Seattle Seahawks. They did their thing. 2-time champions. The general manager, I think, became the second general manager in NFL history to win a Super Bowl with two different, completely franchises. I think his name is John Schneider. Is that Seahawks?
It is.
Yeah.
Who else did he win with?
The Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson regime. That's a totally different regime. Okay. They won with from the head coach all the way on down to everybody on the coach staff. This, that, and the third.
Yeah, he just cleaned house too with Metcalf and the other receiver. What's his name? Lockett. Russell. I mean, he recouped a lot. But let's be clear. Pete Carroll picked a lot of those draft picks from 2-3 years ago. Yeah, Pete Carroll brought in. I mean, maybe he didn't get them over the hump, but he did get Jackson Smith and Jigba. He did get the corner, and he got the linebacker, and he got that DN. He put a lot of the foundation together. It just took for them to change in coaching at the top and also change in philosophy on offense for them to really take off. And I think they really benefited with the Metcalf and Russell Wilson trades. Those extra picks.
I was about to say that one of the headlines was this. Then this was a crazy headline. They said Russell Wilson cost them one Super Bowl, so he gifted them another by getting traded.
Oh. Well, you also keep in mind too, because Geno Smith,
Geno's washed, man. We don't need to talk about Geno.
No, but the thing was, if
Geno need to start, we wrote him off. He didn't write back. Geno need to start writing.
And the bad thing was Seattle wanted him back, but Geno wanted out, and now look where he's sitting at.
Who cares what Geno wants? We want Geno to play good football.
And unfortunately, you're not going to see that. Well,
he's probably going to get weeks 1 through 3 next year to start off, and if he doesn't perform, in comes the number 1 draft pick, which I think we all presume it's going to be the young guy from Indiana. But
yes, Mendoza.
Yeah, Mendoza. Yeah. Did you guys happen to catch the commercial with Beast Mode right as the game ended? Did you see that? It was basically talking about how Seattle, we got our lick back. I really appreciated that. It was basically to New England. And
well.
For real, that shouldn't even hold any weight because, like I said, it's 2 different regimes.
Yeah, but
from a fan base perspective, yeah. But in all actuality, nah, man, you can't.
I mean, we gone a whole decade afterwards.
Yeah, nothing that Beast Mode can contribute to this Seahawks team.
I think it was specifically franchise to franchise, though, not player perspective. It was mostly franchise to franchise. We gotta lick that,
Nah, that's just between them. I can't put a whole lot of stock. But speaking of Beast Mode, I did one of the questions that was on that sheet was who was going to be the MVP, and I was the only one to get that right. I had Kenneth Walker III as the MVP because I had Seattle winning. And I looked at how everything was going to go.
Baby Beast Mode.
There was no way Seattle was going to win this football game without running the football. So, Kenneth Walker had to have a game, and he did.
Yeah, Sam Darnold wasn't for a whole.
Yeah, the only other person I could have gave the MVP to was the kicker.
Yeah, and whoever had the low end at going into the fourth quarter was in a really good spot because a combined score of 12 points going to the fourth quarter. Who had that on the bingo card?
I had 72. How off was I?
Listen, don't feel bad.
I was 60 points off, bro.
Hey, listen, don't feel bad with this one.
I was 60 points off. What's the feel good about?
Yeah.
Can you help me out, Galloway?
Oh, man.
What's that feel good about? Don't feel bad.
Listen, I mean, this kind of now Seattle can score pretty well, but the way things were going on New England side, the signs were there before the actual game, because again, they were struggling before they got to the Super Bowl. When they barely beat Denver.
Their defense kept them in it.
They got handed 2 games.
They
should have lost to Houston.
They should have lost to Houston.
Yeah, but they got gift wrapped that game.
They had the easiest.
And then they got gift wrapped. Then they got gift wrapped the game in Denver.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to lose when you get 4 interceptions by halftime. So with the Houston game.
Funny fact. Jaden Daniels, out of everybody in that draft class from last year, still has the highest QBR for any quarterback from that draft class in the playoffs. And Drake May has the worst at 38.7% of a QBR rating.
It's turning out to be a draft class that could be worth something, because I think we got 3, maybe 4 players have made it from that draft class as far as quarterbacks are concerned to their respective championships. Knicks, Drake May, Jaden, and was there anybody else?
Nope.
Just those 3. Okay, just those 3.
Those were the main 3.
But out of those 3, Drake May got the lowest QBR.
And they almost gave him the MVP. I don't know if y'all paid attention to that. He almost won the MVP.
Who almost won the MVP? Drake May.
He was 1 vote shy.
Oh well, yeah. Well, see, when
I'm sorry, I don't put a whole lot of stock into
that's only regular season MVP. But that particular one don't count the playoffs.
I get it.
But who did he really beat?
Right.
The signs were there before the game started, because almost everybody knew.
I'm in agreement. He should not even have been close to Matthew Stafford in that voting. He shouldn't have been nowhere near him. But the fact that they almost gave it to him disturbed me.
Yeah, that would have been a mess, but that would have been a bigger mess than the Hall of Fame voting. But all this stuff is a popularity contest, and you're for real. Who was the MVP in your heart?
Matthew Stafford was.
They got it right this time.
Yeah.
Barely.
Can we all agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, that shouldn't even be much of a debate to begin with.
If we're always going to give it to a quarterback every year, then yeah. But if they open it up actually to actual players,
yeah, if they did it for actual players, it would be Christian McCaffrey for me.
I would personally pick probably either Garrett Miles or Nakua. Me personally, I mean, those are
the only thing. If the Cleveland Browns made the playoffs, I would give it to Myles Garrett. If the Cleveland Browns made the playoffs, I would give it to Myles Garrett.
But why do you have to make the playoffs for you to be the most valuable player in the league? When you're so dominant that they have to triple team
you. How valuable are you if your team don't make the playoffs?
Well, you're breaking NFL records being triple teamed, and you're carrying one side of the ball basically by yourself. So you're making the job as a defensive coordinator so easy because now I have extra rushers or extra people to drop in coverage because you have to pay so much attention to the left side or the right side of that defensive line. Because of that extra attention, now I can bring a corner over here, or I could drop a D tackle in the short zone. I could do so much. The windows of opportunity open up for me. It gives me to say, I think, regardless of how many wins they had, to have Cleveland have the number 3, the number 3 or number 4 defense, and they won how many games? 4 games. You got that high rank of a defense, that dominant. That just shows how dominant it was this year.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this one thing. Everybody love bundt cake. just a reminder for next month.
Oh, okay. But Miles,
DG know what I'm talking about.
I can see.
Oh yeah.
I can see your point, but you flip it to the other side. The quarterback does carry a team.
Yeah, everything does fall on the quarterback's shoulders.
At the end of the day, it does.
Right. So if you want to go to the defensive side, if you want to vote for a defensive player, the defensive player has to be able to show that same kind of value.
He does. Myles Garrett does in Cleveland.
But they got to make the playoffs.
So you're saying like pass rushers are probably what, as far as player value, probably right behind quarterbacks, wouldn't you think?
Yep.
Okay. So why are they not given the same?
I'll take that back. For the sake of this argument, DG, yes. I gotta say it that way. For the sake of this argument, DG, yes. But you want my overall opinion, then you want my actual take, then that would be an emphatic no. Because mine is completely different. And then we'll be going off the rails.
So if you're building a team, you're starting off with a quarterback, right?
I'm starting off with a center.
Over a quarterback.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So for the sake of this argument, yeah, continue. Go. Yeah, you're right. For the sake of this argument.
Right. So
for the sake of this debate, yes.
So if we're in agreement and you're starting a team, 99.9% of the GMs out there are going to draft a quarterback first, right?
Right.
If they're coming back and if there's not a quarterback available, what's the next big thing they're going to get? It's not a corner. It's not a receiver. It's going to be a dominant pass rusher. So my point is, why do they not get the same, I guess, love when it comes to MVP?
Because MVP, like I said, it's a popularity contest. It's about the headlines. How many times have you seen a quarterback make the headlines saying they led their team to victory as opposed to a defensive player scoring a touchdown leading their team to victory?
Between me and you,
it happens a lot for the defensive player, but it's not always the same player.
there could have been some years that a certain middle linebacker from Baltimore could have won an MVP. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Hey, just say Ray Lewis.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there, but he won.
Well,
He
Ed
won.
Reed-
Yeah, exactly. That side of the ball. But what I'm saying is, there were some years that Baltimore didn't have a quarterback, but they were winning because of defense, making the playoffs, winning Super
The
Bowl.
MVP to a defensive player every single year.
Well, you know, Ray Lewis, both years that he killed somebody, he had MVP season.
Every single. We're gonna strike that one from the record.
Wow.
But anyway,
Right.
you can make a case. You can give the MVP to a defensive player every year. Every year, there's a defensive player that shows out that's MVP worthy, but they'll never get it. Why? Because it won't overshadow what the quarterback position brings to the table.
But Adrian Peterson did.
Outliers happen all the time, bro.
Hey, look.
Hey,
You can't-
every garbage can gets a steak, okay?
Hold on. No, you can't disrespect what Adrian Peterson did.
I'm not
Did that
disrespecting. This
Bruh.
outliers
comeback-
happen.
to come back from a flat tire and to do what he did in 9 months.
Yeah, and all the QBs was I ain't gonna say all the QBs were trash that year, but majority of the QBs were on the down slope that year.
Aaron Rodgers had a good year that year. I think he was in contention with him, but
Yeah, but how many other quarterbacks?
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Every year, there isn't a dominant quarterback every single year. I mean, take Matthew Stafford out of the equation this year. Would you really give it to a quarterback this year?
All I
Because
need,
you're forcing.
all I needed was for the Cleveland Browns to make the playoffs,
Yeah.
and it would have went to Myles Garrett. That's all I needed.
Yeah, I hear you. And one last thing, and not just Ray
And
Lewis. There could have been a year where maybe even JJ could have won the MVP. JJ Watt.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Face breaking out. What the-
yeah. That year he had like 3 or 4 punt returns, interceptions, run backs for touchdowns.
He had a
that was
gallant
his-
couple of years there.
Yeah, that was his MVP year.
Yeah.
That was his MVP year.
Not get consideration. They move it over to give him Defensive Player of the Year.
Man,
I think that's kind of egregious, but
the year that Ed Reed win Defensive Player of the Year?
yeah, he did.
The year that he won it, truly to me, even though Ray Lewis was on that team, you'll never see a season like what Ed Reed put together.
That's what Tom Brady said. Tom Brady said the same
Yeah.
thing. He said, that's
would
my
never-
he's my kryptonite.
You ever see somebody do what he did that year?
Multiple 100-yard
Yeah.
return.
You talking about punt return touchdown, pick six, just interceptions. He was everywhere. Everywhere. He was in your drink. He was in your sleep.
Yeah.
You probably couldn't wake up and not see him if you was a offensive coordinator for somebody's team that year. They probably had cutouts of him when they got out the shower. Because that's the first thing you had to think about. You weren't thinking about Ray Lewis that year. You was thinking about where Ed Reed gonna be at on the field.
You had to think about both of them because Ray Lewis won it the year before. So
Yeah,
he didn't have a tremendous drop off. He just
and
you just had his turn.
You know, I still, you can Richard Sherman, any other safeties, corners. It's nothing better than Ed Reed. You can't name. There's only one person that might be better than him, but they had my boy had a short-lived career.
And who was that?
Sean Taylor, and Ed Reed might tell you that his own self out his mouth.
Potential was there. Honestly, yeah, it was. But gotta see it through.
So is it safe to say that Ed Reed's the greatest cornerback in the game?
No,
Safety.
I
Ain't
think he's
that
the greatest free safety that ever played. Even more, even better than Ronnie Lott, in my opinion. And I hate to say that, but
Ooh.
yeah.
And you put it up there because the best two free safeties out of the best three, Ed Reed, Ronnie Lott, and Steve Atwater. Hands down.
No, I put Palomalu up there over him, over Atwater.
Ain't
Atwater was more of a strong safety.
Palomalu ain't hitting like Atwater.
Atwater couldn't catch.
Yeah, but Palomalu,
it's the hair.
Palomalu ain't meet a Nigerian nightmare neither, did he?
But that's a tackle.
But he was always there though.
Palomalu made game-changing plays. Whether it was a sack you needed, fumble, interception.
I ain't saying he dropped.
He took a lot of gambles too, but yeah. I mean, if we're talking hardest hitting safeties, yes, I put Atwater probably near the top. But it's just overall impact, turnovers, game-changing plays, game-saving plays, make the quarterback go to the other side of the field.
But you gotta also think about, a lot of those situations that Palomalu did is because during those times, Pittsburgh had a great front four or a great front seven in front of him.
A great front 10 in front of him. I mean, that defense was otherworldly.
And sometimes you gotta have those elements for it to work.
It allowed him to freelance and do what he wanted to do.
Those Broncos had those elements back then, man.
I mean, there were a lot of problems over there. So one can't work really that well without the other.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he was the hardest hitting. He's amongst, but he wasn't the hardest hitter.
I mean, well, everybody know Ronnie that was the hardest. Well,
nope.
Take that back.
Here he comes. You about to name it?
I give it to my boy again.
Who?
Sean Taylor.
Nope.
Nah, it's a guy that paralyzed that guy.
Exactly, Jack
Tatum. He was the hardest.
Yeah, he was the hardest.
When I seen that
was
30 for 30 with the Raiders, and that dude was like he was knocking people equipment loose.
Oh, that was another person that was doing that named Chuck Cecil.
Yeah.
He didn't do it like Tatum.
Chuck Cecil was a little crazy with his though. He was
Tatum.
Yeah,
CTE started with Jack Tatum.
Remember, the first 5 weeks of the season, Chuck Cecil got fined every game for putting somebody out of it, including
Chuck Cecil was dirty though. He would hit you with
he was leading with his helmet.
Yeah, he was intentionally trying to take you out the game. Intentionally.
Well, so was Jack Tatum. Don't boy. That whole defense, man. That whole defense was nasty work, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Now, don't forget, there's another guy.
Who Brian Dawkins? He was.
Dawk was a great hitter.
Great hitter, and he was a great intimidator too, because he prayed for you after he hit you, and
he prayed for you before he hit you.
Yeah,
he prayed for you before the game.
Hey, but it was one in Seattle. I gotta say, Cam Chancellor was.
Bam.
Yeah, Cam, boy.
Both of those safeties in Seattle.
Ed Thomas was a lurker. He was great at
They knew how to hit. Them boys knew at least.
Richard Sherman was not a hitter.
Richard
Sherman was the weakest out of all of them on that.
Richard Sherman that wasn't his strength. Richard Sherman was just coverage, but
you old sucker.
He flowed. He would flow you to that middle. He would allow you to cross that middle. He ain't follow you across that middle because in the middle was Bobby. You had Bam, and you had CJ right there in the middle. You go across that middle, you want to, but it's best if you stay out here on the boundary with me. That's what Richard would do. He played deep third like 90% of the time. He wasn't playing man to man.
Yeah, because he was a sucker.
Why do you like? What's wrong with Richard Sherman?
He talked too much, and he really wasn't all that great.
Did you get excited when Trent two-pieced him?
Man, hey, I'm sorry. I don't want to line up against that man. You don't want to make Trent mad. he go street. He go from football player to I'm on the block. Post it up.
So, so speaking of Trent Williams, he retires today. Does he go in as a skin or a 49er?
He probably would go in as a 49er because of the way Daniel Snyder treated him.
Okay.
And his health. I mean, that's the only thing. Let's be honest. That is the only reason he did not sign back and still not a commander.
And that's the reason I asked, because I think he's at the even part. I think he's given 7 to us and 7 to San Fran. Yeah. So same thing with Champ Bayless.
He got along with some of the players either.
It won't do. It definitely wasn't the player.
It was definitely Bruce Allen. It was definitely Bruce Allen and Daniel Snyder because of the way they dismissed his cancerous growth. They pushed it aside.
I know. I don't think him and McNabb had a strong relationship. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That was a 1 year. That was a 1 year thing.
Yeah. No, it was some underlying tones during some of these interviews.
Who did get along with McNabb? That's the better question. Who did get along with him?
Now that is fair. I'm not trying to paint Trent Williams as the bad guy here.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I know McNabb does rub a lot of people the wrong way.
Oh man, I had no idea until the last few years. I started, listening to more of his stuff, and he was a hater a little bit. He had some hate in his blood. I didn't know that, and that's like, man, he's
somebody. He's like somebody we know, Galloway.
Who?
He got that. He got that. Uncle Tom thing going on.
Oh Lord, stop, man. Stop.
Yeah. He got that Uncle Tom disease.
Yeah, he does. That's what I'm saying, man. So I'm not simply trying to paint.
I ain't gonna stop because I got it. I got that confirmed by somebody that's close to who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Just because he is an Eagle, we halfway claim him. I'm like, we want Jalen Hurts to break all his records so bad, bro.
so with that being said, Mill, was T.O. right?
Yeah.
I want to hear from the Philly fans.
Before I bring Mark in, since you want to put my feet to the fire, I'm going to tell you just like this. T.O. is guilty of the same thing that A.J. Brown is guilty of, and that's being the wide receiver saying the quiet parts out loud.
The diva.
Yeah.
Well, don't you? I can't.
That's all AJ done.
I don't take nothing away from T.O.'s gifted abilities as a wide receiver, but when you start crying on TV, that's my quarterback.
That was with the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's my quarterback.
That was with the Cowboys.
Talk about my quarterback.
He had a legitimate beef with the Cowboys at the end of it when he started realizing they're going to Austin and Witten more than they're going to me. And it seems like Tony has a preference. And he shouldn't have said it out loud. He should have kept that in-house. But people went back and they started looking at percentages of it, and it was true. But
you know
what? They did try to close him out.
A lot of wide receivers could learn a lot from how Jerry Rice and Larry Fitzgerald carried on with their careers. I don't care who at quarterback. I'm going out here to work to get my numbers.
What do you think he learned from? He was with Jerry.
I'm just saying, you never. I'm talking about far as in-house, all the theatrics that.
Oh yeah. You
know what I'm saying. Yeah. What I'm saying, those the only two receivers that I know of outside of the posse that you won't have no problems with. Jerry Rice ain't complaining about losing Montana and Steve Young coming in.
Megatron.
I mean, well, he had Stafford all his career.
But did you ever hear a peep out of him though?
No, yeah. I mean, look at it. Look how many quarterbacks Larry Fitzgerald had. He ain't hear peep out of him. Hell, you ain't even hear peep out of Anquan Bolden.
How you doing, Mark?
I mean, in there. What's that?
Yeah.
What's up,
Can
Mark?
chime in? I don't know
What's
if
up,
you.
Mark?
I don't know if
What's
you.
that?
I don't know if you called the speed on. Can you care to chime in on this debate, this discussion?
Now, what's happening now? What's going on? I came in with the Uncle Tom thing.
Well, you know, like
Yeah.
we talking about like you. Well, Donovan McNabb seemed to have the Uncle Tom disease. Like he'll throw you under the bus if it ain't about him.
Yeah.
And then you know, and of course the prima donna wide receivers.
We talked about the best free safeties of all time. We talked about prima donna receivers. We talked about the MVP award, how it almost went to Drake May when, in my opinion, I think he shouldn't have been even close enough to win it almost, I think from one vote. We talked about Myles Garrett probably should have been on the ballot more because of what the year he had. Defensive players as a whole should be getting more recognition. All of that kind of in a mixed gumbo bag, Mark, what we were talking about.
And somewhere mixed in that we all say that Jack Tatum was the greatest hitter of all time.
Of safeties.
Well,
Yeah,
I put it to you like this. Being from Ohio, yeah, I'll go with Jack Tatum. He was a hitter. But you had some other guys out there that could lay that wood, man.
Alvin Walton.
Who's that?
I was just saying that to make Roma smile. I don't know if y'all remember that name. Alvin
Yeah, yeah, he was from he's from San Bernardino. I actually kind of knew him. I would say, you know, Washington had one of the greatest cornerbacks ever played a game. He don't get a lot of recognition. I got his jersey, not Daryl Green either. It's Kenny Houston.
Oh,
Hall of Famer. Phenomenal corner. But as far as hitters go, you gotta look. I mean, it depends on the era. You have Fred Williamson, the Hammer, who was a hitter. You know, you had Donnie Shell from Pittsburgh, who was a definite hitter. There's been some hit. Ronnie Lott,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
you know, was a hitter. You know, you've had some guys out there.
Steve
Atwater was a hitter.
Rob Woodson was kind of a hitter.
No, but you know what? He was subject to getting burned too. You've had some hitters. You've had some DBs who were hitters. You know, Philly had one, and Brian Dawkins.
Yeah,
Yeah. We mentioned him too.
yeah, we did.
Ed
Reed.
Yeah, Ed Reed was a hitter.
Cam.
Troy Polamalu was a hitter. He may have been the hardest hitter of all of them. His career just got cut short. Cam Chancellor, a dude could hit. Yeah, there's been some hitters out there, right? There's been some hitters, you know, but like I say, to me, it comes in era. So, you know, what era you looking at? Because
And we had Bob Sanders.
yeah, but he's to knock his own self out.
Yeah. And now I think about it, I'm really concerned with CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Why?
Because I can make the case that he's a wannabe hitter. He gets into these zones in the game where he wants to be that hard hitting linebacker. He wants to get down into the box and he wants to lay the. Now he does make plays,
but
he is concussion prone.
and
when you got a guy like
get burned too.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears had some hitters though. You had Gary Fensick and Dave Dearson, Lenny Waterside. Them dudes could hit.
Andre Dirty Waters.
Yeah. Hey, but you noticed something that was pretty crazy between Andre Waters and Dave Dearson, both big time hitters. Both of them committed suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my cause for concern. Because when you got human concussion, these guys, you know, they're prone to concussions, and this CTE thing is real, man.
This is the part that does not get addressed enough.
Mm-mm.
It is.
And and I'm a fan of CJ Gardner Johnson. Don't get me wrong. Thank you for the service both years. And I think he's a great player, but the way he plays the game got me cause for concern with him. Oh, we got the Rev joining us in this day. How you doing, Rev?
Oh,
we got a packed house in today.
What's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? I just came to shout K Love out because you know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is Side Chick Saturday, Side Chick Sunday.
Side Chick Sunday.
Side Chick Sunday.
Hey, and look, it's funny. I didn't even post it quite yet. I'm Side Chick Sunday.
Hey, you know, somebody told me about that. I ain't never heard about that till yesterday. Somebody said, "Well, yeah, I guess tomorrow this be Side Piece Sunday." What?
Side Piece
Sunday. My question to you, sir, is are you gonna say this in church tomorrow?
Say what? Say what? Man, come on, man.
And that was your sermon, baby.
They need recognition and love on Sunday.
Hey, man.
There's a certain decorum that the pastor must have. I can get on here and trip with my people on here. I can't do that on that pulpit. Y'all trying to get me kicked out.
I know I ain't gonna be. I'm gonna be in the choir. I'm gonna be in the choir, Lord. I know I ain't gonna be able to sing, but I don't think that's something you can bring up in church. A Side Piece Sunday. I don't think that's gonna go well with the congregation.
Well, no. That collection part might go down a little bit. You bring that up.
I don't know. Be voted out before the weekend ended.
But it's gonna be a pastor that is going to try that.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You know, foolishness comes in all types, forms, and types.
Yes, it is. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm not putting a pastor out there that is going to try that.
Oh, and don't worry, you'll see it on Facebook somewhere.
I can't wait.
Now I might post it on Facebook, but I sure enough ain't saying it on pulpit.
Not in front of the mama of the church. You won't.
Oh man.
Hey, some of these pastors got cojones, man. Some of these, I ain't gonna say pastors. Some of these preachers.
Yeah. There you go.
Because they'll talk about, but they ain't leading nobody. Pastor leads. Some of these preachers out there, they ain't got no followers for real, but they go around church and spew that. But nah, some of these folks out here, who we gotta pray on. So real. We done fell down the rabbit hole of, after the Super Bowl halftime performance, and we didn't win to who deserved the MVP to fall out of that, and somehow we got into the hardest hitters in the NFL. My question to you is, well, we can take it from the Super Bowl part, because I love what you said about the Super. What was your overall take of the Super Bowl? Let's start with that.
First of all, that was an old school slobber knocker. I was so excited and elated to see the way New England got their handpox handed to them. I was excited. I was happy. They ain't played nobody all year. The 12 victories they got, most of them coaches got fired this year. But this is the Super Bowl team? Okay. All right. Then they played the AFC Championship game was against a team they ain't had they starting quarterback. Okay, all right. We saw the Super Bowl 2 weeks before the Super Bowl when Seattle played the Rams.
That was it.
Oh, and then I hit for a lick. I hit for a lick on the under. I hit for a lick on the under. I hit for a lick on the winners. So even though I ain't win the K-Love, Jay, my pockets got fatter.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Oh, man.
I can't call it, man. Winning Kevin's picking late. That's like solving the Rubik's Cube. I don't know. I don't know how to get it done.
Oh, man. See, now the one way you can fix some of that is the crossover. The crossovers got you in trouble.
Well, I was losing before the crossovers. If I was winning, I wouldn't have to have the crossovers.
And there was something you had it right. You had it right. Man, I was like, oh.
I mean, you be right just to stay afloat. And then you make drastic measures try to catch up, and you fall further and further down the hole. It's a trap.
I don't want to change the subject, and I just want to point this out. Are you guys watching North Carolina and Pitt? Are y'all watching that game?
Actually, we're watching.
Well, it just ended.
It just ended. Do you guys know who was broadcasting? Who was announcing? You guys remember that guy Randolph Childress?
Oh, the crossover. That's the crossover man right there.
I have not seen him in almost 20-something years. I totally forgot about him. Anyway, didn't want to throw that. I just wanted to throw that out there.
But the halftime show got my Google lingo up. Man, I was having a ball with the halftime show, having a good time.
Did you follow the story?
Yeah. I think Rev lost it more than all of us in this one. When the Gasolina came on, I bet you probably lost that one too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was.
Yes, sir.
See? You
all that was.
I was eating my chips and salsa, having a good time with the Latino folk. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to hang with some Latino folks in 2 weeks.
Where you heading to?
Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now Rev is really one to be outside. We poke fun at two plays for him being outside, but Rev.
Oh no. Wait, and look, it seems like Romo's been outside a little bit too the last couple of weeks, so he's picking it up.
We don't get around like Rev. It's different levels to this. Okay,
that is true, but yeah.
Rev's got flight books for next year already.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So yeah, no one gets around like him. So I'm glad we enjoyed the halftime performance. My question, we're gonna get you too caught up because we'll be all day trying to get caught up on everything. I'm gonna throw a twist to this. NFL, gentlemen, Mark, Rev. Where does the NFL go from here? And there's a hush over Jerusalem.
Say that again. Say that again.
Where does the NFL go from here? Yep.
After what?
After the Super Bowl.
After the season.
Well, then you got that
what do you
that long drawn out stupid pre-draft stuff. That's too much. I mean that's ridiculous, really. But they really need to work on some of this officiating. They really need to. I'm serious. They need to work on some of this officiating, and they need to. I don't know. This is a lot of things they need to tweak. There's some things they really need to tweak.
I can see that. A couple of rule changes here and there. There's always going to be rule changes.
Yeah, and then of course you got more international games coming.
Yeah,
which
I don't like.
And not only that, there's rumor mills that they're somebody's playing a game on Wednesday, like right around somewhere around Labor Day, somewhere around that time. So why they really want to try like, okay, you got a game on Wednesday, then of course the Thursday opener, then you got one in Brazil on Friday, then you got Sunday and Monday. So you got football 5 days out the week.
Yes, we don't like that.
I think that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt the NFL because when you water yourself down like that, your fans will start to turn away, to lose interest. You want to make it the reason why people watch you, because, and one of the reasons was because it was exclusive to Sunday and Monday. But now if you're going to make yourself available Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you're going to lose viewership that way. Not immediately, but over time. And then you're also taking away viewership because you're putting it on these streaming channels. You still got to think about the boomers, right? The baby boomers. You really think those baby boomers have Peacock and Netflix and all of the other stuff? No, they're still watching physical TVs and stations. They're not doing that. I think the greed is starting to show with the NFL, not only in that aspect, but trying to jump into the foray where the NBA is, trying to take over Christmas days and taking over these days. And I just think they're going about it the wrong way. You're going about it the wrong way.
And making us pay more. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, with Prime Video, Netflix, and what else? And Peacocks on top of it too.
Amazon. Listen, Kevin, I grew up in an era, and I'm not trying to age myself here, but I grew up, first thing I looked at was Jimmy the Greek, and all of those guys watching everything was right there where I needed it. Yep. And then right after the games, I could go right to the Swarmy and everything to watch the highlights and everything that I needed. Now that there's so many podcasts and so many channels and so many people have shows now, it's like, I don't really care for it anymore. Everybody's got an opinion. It's just too much, I think. And I think that's kind of watering down the sport a little bit. And if they don't be careful, it could get to the point where they could lose viewership, It really could.
And all of this was before social media even existed. Yeah. Just imagine the podcasts that we listen to, social media we see every single day. It feels like 24 hours a day, Yeah. And it feels like this mentally, it's like it's no days off. It really isn't. Because if something could break out in the middle of the night, that has happened before, with trades, stuff like that. And, and we wake up and we're like, what happened? Like the Luka trade that happened around midnight. Nobody knew anything until we woke up the next morning. We was like, wait a minute, what's going on?
This is crazy.
Yeah. See, stuff like that. Reaction is like, yeah.
This man almost averaged a triple double.
But yeah, it's all these streaming services, and it's almost like it's more money in their pockets, but it's hurting us in the long run.
Okay, so guys,
yeah.
Who's going back?
What?
Who's going back?
If Seattle keep that team together, I can see them repeat. I can see them going back to the Super Bowl. I can't say I can see them winning it.
I think it might be the Rams. They got a chip on their shoulder. If they can just fix up their defense, the back end of that defense, I think they'll be okay. Seattle will have a harder time because they lost their offensive coordinator. They're going to lose a handful of free agents. And
and then one of the coaches, he's going to the Raiders. Kubiak.
Right. Well, that's the offense coach.
Right.
Yeah. So that will play a part in it at some point,
And they might be sold.
And then you got to understand this. Yeah. You're gonna have Buffalo's going to be back. Kansas City's going to be back. Baltimore's going to be back. All of those teams are going to reload. If any time for it to win it this year without a superstar quarterback, this was the year to do it. Because those three, the big three, are coming back. And you got Stafford, who barely missed out on it coming back. So
You got
I
Joe.
don't
You
know.
might have a healthy Joe Burrow. You gonna have
Joe
a healthy
Joe Burrow, good call. Joe Burrow coming back. You're gonna have a Dak Prescott with fully loaded with all of his weapons, and they're gonna give him a defense this year. You're gonna have Philly coming back that's angry. Detroit's
Yeah,
gonna come back.
It's gonna be a lot of
Hey, I'm gonna throw
storylines.
us in there. I'm gonna throw us in the mix. We definitely should look better.
We
Well, like I
should.
said, see, the thing about it is now they changing things up. Like they're gonna have Jaden under center a lot more now. So they're changing the game.
Who's your new OC? Who's your new OC?
It was a quarterback.
David
Bluff is
I know what he likes to do. I'm asking.
West Coast and play action.
Yeah.
Who he used to coach under?
Detroit.
Offensive
Bob
coordinator.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I forgot the other guy, but yeah, mainly the guy from Detroit.
He was sought after this year. We kept him. We made sure after Kingsbury left, that was the first move we made. We didn't give him a chance to go interview with nobody else.
We gotta see how he do it. I hope he's.
So like I said, this is DQ's make or break year, right here.
He put all his apples in one bucket with both coordinators who've never called plays before.
I think he got one more year. If y'all have if the Commanders have a best, I think Dan Quinn should deserve one more year. I don't think
if he goes 5-12 one more year, he ain't gonna be around.
He's not gonna make it through.
Look, you can't blame all of 5-12 on him because it was. You can't predict injuries.
Roma, what I'm saying is, if he goes 5-12 again,
I don't see us going 5-12.
Right, but I'm saying if he does, there's other coaches out there, specifically that one that just got fired in Buffalo. That's really good that they could be looking at. Yeah, I'll say I would be looking at. You go 5-12 again.
I say like that. It depends on how it looks.
I mean, I understand that you think Sean McDermott is a great coach, but one thing Dan Quinn done that Sean McDermott ain't do, get to a Super Bowl. Even though he blew a 25-point lead, but he did get the one.
Yeah, he did.
Now, has anybody have you noticed that the coaches that got picked up that
a lot of first timers?
Yeah, but also something else too that I know you notice this as well.
What?
None of them are black.
I mean,
no black coaches were picked up.
That ain't never a surprise.
No,
one Lebanese. One from Lebanese.
Yeah. So, and we're sitting there thinking, like, out of 10 coaches, and what was the one that was it? Brian Flores? We were talking about that he should have got looked at, but I think you said
he won his case though. They won their case.
Not yet, but
it's
still ongoing.
Yeah.
But it's looking like
it's looking much better than what it was. Yeah. That was
enough. What they have enough to go to open court. They got enough to have a trial. So take that for what it is. I consider it a win.
Let me ask you this.
But it's not the win. It's not the win.
Let me ask you this then, Bill. Do you think the Giants regret hiring the wrong Brian? You remember that whole fiasco where Brian got hired and he thought it was him, Flores, but it turned out to be Dayball. And it got that text message got exposed, which caused the whole, lawsuit and everything. Do you think the Giants kind of regret that decision?
Do they regret that? I think they should regret. They should regret hiring the wrong GM. If you really want to be honest with you, I mean that's the problem with the Giants is still there. The GM is terrible.
Is he terrible though? Because they got a lot of talent. You got a lot of talent.
But I mean, it still looks kind of mid.
He still has not fixed the one problem that's been plaguing the Giants for decades, and that's the offensive line.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But they
That
have
O
talent.
line, that O line ruined Eli Manning's career.
Probably going to ruin Dart's career too.
Just might.
Yeah, if they don't get that fixed, then
and Cam Scatterable too. I mean, you can blame the O line, you can blame the turf. Both of them terrible. Both of them need to be replaced. That's why I want whenever we play the Giants, I always give them that leeway. Like
we used to feel the same way at Veterans Stadium.
Whenever we play, if we play at MetLife, said we might lose this one. Like
we used to feel the same.
One, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's a little death trap.
Yeah.
Well, we used to feel the same way going to Veterans Stadium.
That's fair.
Yeah,
because we was rat infested. That's fair.
No, you guys used to have literally dead spots in the field. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Oh, the field was trash.
Oh, yeah. You know, might be some drugs left behind by Michael Irvin.
Oh
no, we blew that up.
I mean, but that's what Michael Irvin said.
There ain't nothing left behind. Now we exploded Veterans Stadium.
Oh, it's gone? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Veterans Stadium is the parking lot where Lincoln Financial Field is now.
Oh, okay.
No, we took dynamite to that jank. Oh no, the vet is gone. Wow. They didn't throw stuff behind them. James got smoked too. Jeez. That jank is a corner of the parking lot now.
You see, your boy Petula got a new job.
I wanted to catch Rev take on that before he left.
Okay.
So your thoughts on that, Mel?
Houseway. That's my thoughts on it. How did this man get a job for anybody else? As bad as the job that he's done.
Well, I'll do you one better.
Well, he's a quarterback.
Joe Witt got a job over in Pittsburgh.
Ooh, really?
He did.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen Joe Witt be in a situation where the season is on the line? You call one play on third down, it does not work. You call timeout
to run the
same play it was on third down.
Week 2 against Green Bay, yes. They kept running the same zone where the tight end just kept hitting the corner route and over and over and over again. It was obvious. Week 2 against Green Bay, we all saw it,
and that's how it all started. Right there, it was at that point.
Kevin, he never adjusted since week 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He never adjusted. He kept running the same cover 3. He kept running the same cover 3 with expecting the linebacker to carry the tight end to the corner. Everybody knows in the cover 3 that corner on that side is playing deep third. So if that corner is playing deep third, why not have a safety rotate down? Why do you have to have the slowest middle linebacker try to cover a tight end with fleet feet? That makes no sense.
And then Tucker Kraft had a field day on us.
All day.
Yeah.
Over and they called timeout. Mills said, y'all ain't adjusting. I started getting upset.
Hey, it's easy.
He ran the same play over and over.
They just kept picking on my boy Bobby Wagner
all season long.
It was just like.
So Joe Witt and Kevin Petula are the same guy. Is that what we're saying?
It was like Bobby,
except it's black and white.
Pick up your phone, Bobby. Are you there, Bobby? Are you there, Bobby?
Mel, what was your offense rank this past year?
Bottom 20, mid.
Okay.
the bottoms.
We were ranked 31st in defense. Yards given up. 31st. It was a show all year. The same thing. We saw it every game. Kansas City, Detroit, Seattle. They were having career games against us.
Even the Vikings with J.J. McCarthy of all people, you put up 31 points. That game was more embarrassing than anything else. A quarterback that ain't even worth squat put up 31 points.
Yeah,
that's insane. I mean, that right there should have gotten somebody fired at that time. You know,
Bobby.
I mean, that's beyond ridiculous.
Bobby Digital.
Pick up the phone, Bobby.
No, all right. So I'm gonna segue into something real quick. So we got, and I want Mark's take on this first.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna segue because I want Adam Silver to pick up the phone. Let me cut the camera on. Y'all, you probably know where I'm going with this.
Let's go.
Adam Silver, can you pick up the phone? I need you to answer. I need y'all to make sense of this to me. And I'm talking about the Detroit Pistons fight.
Oh man.
With I think it was in Charlotte, right?
It was in Charlotte Hornets. It was on Monday night.
Beef stew.
Answer this question to me. I'm gonna get to beef stew in a second, but answer this question to me. How, for the life of me, before I get to beef stew, how for the life of me does the person that starts the fight get suspended the least amount of games? Can somebody break that down?
Because he wasn't the one that came off the bench.
I don't care where he came from. The thing when it happened,
the reason
he kept his hands to himself.
The reason what Roma is saying is because of what happened at the Malice at the Palace. That's why he got the most games. You're not stands. Then nobody that's not on the floor should not be. They're doing everything in their power to not recreate that situation, not create that situation ever again. And if anybody dares to come off that bench, that's the consequence they're putting up so you don't come off that bench or don't come out of the stands or don't, anywhere off of the court itself. But I agree with you. It makes no sense. You start the fight, but you get less, suspended games than the actual person that retaliates. That makes no sense.
Yeah, well, Mark, I need Mark on this.
I mean, Jalen Duren starts this. It seemed like he a big dude, but it seemed like he didn't want no smoke either for whatever reason. And
that was a crazy.
The thing that I think the worst part, the dude that caught the most, I mean, I know the suspensions, they got the dog on my man Duncan Robinson. They say this dude turned around, just walked away. Didn't come in and try to separate any of his teammates. It's almost like they said he punked out.
Well, he's new to the team too, so he doesn't. He knows them, but he doesn't know them.
Well, he's been there since last year.
I thought it was this year.
Yeah, this year.
He been part of that team since last year. He got
no. Romar is this year.
Oh,
he ain't about that life.
Yeah, I don't think he want to mix it up either. He not that type.
No.
And it's nothing. And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
nothing wrong with that because you got security in place for things like that.
And I don't want to miss no game checks.
Right.
That too.
He was the smartest one in the room.
Yeah, so
as much as you want to clown him for that, you have to look at the big picture.
Hey, yeah, clown me all you want, but guess what? I get paid next week.
Yeah.
Now,
but at the same time, coaches like for players to stick up for each other too, because it provides a bond and a team chemistry, so to speak.
Yeah.
Well, you heard what Beef Stew said. That's why y'all drafted me.
Yes, and for the beef steward of it all I gotta say is, hey, he is the new bad boy of the NBA. He does not care. He will fight anywhere, anybody, at any time.
And he was.
He said, Dylan Brooks, sit your ass down somewhere, hold my beer. Draymond, get that torch. You done enough. I got it from here, my brother. I'm going to I'm gonna take this whole bad boy thing to new levels now.
Yeah, of losing money. New levels of tricking up the bag.
Man, you should have seen the way he yanked
If
the
Aaron the plumber was a basketball player, he'd be Isaiah Stewart.
Oh my God!
I remember a few years
bag.
ago when he yanked up Draymond, and then the other year he tried to chase down LeBron. I think the only one that squared up with him was Westbrook.
Yeah. He said, I'm gonna make y'all forget about Pat Beverly.
Oh, so how many games did he get suspended for it?
7.
Seven.
And that beef stew, right?
Yeah, beef stew. He got suspended.
Hey,
7.
but I tell you what, I will say this: don't nobody want to square up with old Russ. I can tell you, Russell Westbrook ain't too many people squaring up with him.
Oh no, that'd have been.
I don't think that would end well.
No, because Russ from Oakland, man. Them boys don't play, bro.
Rolling 60.
Russ don't play, bro. And even if you win, you still should be in fear of your life. Like I said, them rolling 60, they ain't gonna take no L's and just go home.
Hey.
You think it's over afterwards?
Hey, but look, you know what's so crazy though? How Gilbert Arenas' son then played only a few games and might have played himself and being the #1 draft pick.
I don't think he eligible, is he?
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Freshman year, you can lead, you can be one and done. Don't matter how many games you play.
I'm thinking about football. You're right.
But for real, like he ain't
Would
played
it
that many
be wi-
games.
Would it be wise for him to leave though this year? Why not get some more NIL money and get stronger and bigger and faster?
Hey, he's 6'8" already.
Depending on where the bag is. I mean, the NIL money is fine and dandy and all, but if you get that NBA bag with the endorsements,
Well, he ain't gonna be.
everything,
You can already know that he ain't gonna listen to too much of what his daddy gonna say because he gonna be out the NBA as fast as his daddy was if he listened to him all day long.
That's your guns, Daddy.
Oh man!
I ain't bringing no guns in the locker room, Daddy.
No,
Mhm.
that's the fans kicked out.
Anybody have any comments about a couple things? Chris Paul and the way they kind of pushed him out, and number two,
It's sad. what they
Keon
did.
Anthony and how he got DNP last week, and no one's really said anything about it.
Who you mean Cayenne?
Cayenne, sorry, what did I say? Cayenne.
You talking about Melo son?
Yes.
I don't know what the situation is right there with him up there in Syracuse because at one point they giving him all the praise. He's getting a lot of playing time, stuff like that. I don't know. Pretty much,
Apparently,
it might
it
be
was
the
over
best product.
What his
Well, it
father
could be
said.
worse.
His father had said something on
could.
one of the chats, and I think that might have been a retaliation. I hope not.
Well, it could be worse.
So
He could get red shirt like Bryce James.
So are they trying to make an example out of him? Is that what it is?
I think he
If
chose
you
it.
do
Didn't he
that-
choose to do that, Mill? He chose to do that, didn't he? Oh, he was
Mm-mm.
red. Oh, okay.
If we chose to or not, he redshirted. You the son of, we expect you to play, not redshirt.
Anybody
Yeah.
talk about the dude that got a 9th year eligibility in college football?
No,
This is beyond ridiculous.
Now see, that's ridiculous. Too. The night they do that senior night, that cat, they need to be doing a retirement ceremony for this.
you better have a wheelchair by his locker, not a rocking chair.
Come on,
But
man.
they give the quarterback
from
from Ole Miss hell to come back for his 4th or 5th year. But this guy
Well, he
can
got
come back
it
and
now.
play. Yeah, he got it. Look what he had to do to get it. He had to sue.
What the state of Mississippi gave it to him.
Now, my thing is this: if you got,
I tell you what, I ain't trying to be funny.
But if I was him, I would have went to the NFL.
Yeah, but you know what?
Trash.
Who trash?
No,
This
he-
ain't trash.
No, he's tight.
He's undersized. He's not trash. He's just undersized. Meaning he won't be one of the top picks is what he's expecting to be, but I wouldn't say trash, but just undersized compared to the others that are coming out. And then on top of that, would you want to be that quarterback that goes to the Jets, Mill?
I want to be in the NFL, but hey, sometimes you ain't got no choice over that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Tua about to be the quarterback of the Jets.
I think it's gonna be him or Murray, Kyler Murray, one of the two.
Well,
I think one of them two not gonna be there next season. I think one or two not gonna be in the league next season.
You don't be surprised if Kirk Cousins name gets thrown in there, because they expect to release him. But somebody pointed out that he might be the next Jets. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't see that happening with him.
He could be the next Washington backup.
Yes, he could.
Yeah, I don't.
He's gonna need a job
Now, okay, let me ask you this. Now, what do you think?
He's gonna find his way in Arizona.
Now, let me ask you this, Mel. What do you think? Should Kirk Cousins go back to Minnesota to reunite with the Vikings?
He got the offensive coordinator. He got the offensive coordinator that he had.
So I mean,
still got the same head coach though.
I mean, you can beat JJ McCarthy out for a spot.
They're not gonna do that, Kevin.
Yeah.
They're not gonna endanger that number. What was he? The number 10th pick? They're not gonna put him under that much pressure.
I would say like this: it is on the table because when you fire your GM, you're bringing in a new GM, and he owes the old regime no favors.
True.
So I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just saying options
just
are on
out
the table.
Don't be surprised. Not saying it's going to happen, but it will be very interesting development to see where Kirk Cousins will end up.
Do you think Minnesota going to welcome him back with open arms, though?
I don't know. We don't. I don't know. I don't know.
You know he left because of the money. You know Kurt about that money, and I think that was one of the reasons why he left. Wasn't it?
But the same token,
he gave him all the years that he had to get him.
Yeah, they just didn't want to resign him. But his days of getting the bag might be over. He might just be signing for the veteran minimum wherever he goes.
And you think Kirk gonna do that?
Kirk might not have a choice. Who's paying for Kirk Cousins right now?
Kirk got options now. You see him on TV now?
Yeah, what options?
Being on TV, an analyst.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the league.
Oh no, I'm talking about that's drying up. That's drying up real fast.
Well, I mean, you still got what? Possibly.
I mean, you got Arizona, the Jets.
Yeah, Arizona. You got the Jets.
The Dolphins.
You may have Miami too. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a dark horse, and I want Mark to chime in on this. I'm gonna throw in Houston.
Woo!
Mark, do you think that the Houston Texans could make a free agent splash at quarterback?
Hey, that's a good possibility.
The challenge is CJ Stroud because he has not been impressed. He has not impressed enough to get a bag.
His challenger is on the bench.
But Davis Mills?
You see what he did last year when he came in for them 5 games?
Yeah, he went undefeated.
I don't think.
I don't know why they didn't go back to him during that playoff game. I mean,
I think it's more of a sign that it says maybe not Davis Mills might be the answer, but a better option. The quarterback could be the answer.
Yeah.
Oh man.
See, if you stay the route, you're gonna be wasting. You're wasting a Super Bowl caliber defense.
No. But what I'm saying, that's one of them angles that's not
Hey.
it's I didn't see it coming,
I'm gonna just throw something.
but it's not a
crazy.
bad idea.
I'm gonna throw something crazy out there. Don't be surprised if you see him in the quarterback room with a Cleveland Browns jersey on.
No,
Yeah.
nope. Well, for one thing,
What he already better than Dylan Gabriel.
well, I don't count him.
That's not the
We
problem.
talking about Kirk Cousins?
Yeah. Hey,
Cleveland got enough quarterbacks on the payroll.
Exactly. You got
Shador,
You got
Dylan
Shador.
Gabriel, and who else?
Deshaun
They
Watson
still
still out
Deshaun, they gotta play him now. They're paying him 60 this year.
Yeah.
there. Yeah, they still owe him.
That's the only reason why I don't see Kirk Cousins on there. Because
I don't see that. But
they got to work out their quarterback issues with the guys they got already.
I you know what, that whole thing that Houston and that sounds very low key intriguing.
Well, don't be surprised. He might be a backup in New England.
No. Well,
What they got behind Drake May?
What they need behind Drake May.
protection. And now
You think them ain't gonna stay? You think them ain't gonna stay up for 16 games again?
well
He barely got through this season.
No, but Kirk Cousins is too big of a name to bring in there. He's too big of a name because you're not going to stop the QB controversy there. If
Can
you
you
bring
say
him
the
in.
same thing in Minnesota?
but
the quarterback controversy is warranted in Minnesota.
but let's look at JJ McCarthy. Like
Trash.
Mel was right the whole time when he called this. You called this from game 2. How trash it was. He had one good quarter and 8 in like
All Carson Wentz had to do was stay healthy, and he'd have had that job.
JJ is not it. And Sam Darnold proved that case when the Vikings fumbled the bag by letting Sam Darnold walk and look what happened.
What did
That was the
JJ do?
biggest
What did JJ do at Michigan to warrant the number 10 pick? What did he
Screw it
really
up.
do?
He didn't screw it up. That's what he did.
Oh, game manager, if you want to call it that.
That's what JJ McCarthy did. He did not screw it up. But when you go to Minnesota, they count on you to throw the ball more. They count on you to.
I don't
The
think
assignment was different.
Yeah, I agree.
The assignment was different.
Because I don't think Minnesota can afford to waste that defense and that superstar receiver they have another year. If you do that,
But
I'd see that receiver asking out.
Yeah, but when you had double digit
Man, just
wins,
say Justin Jefferson.
I couldn't remember his name, man.
but my thing is this: it's like when the Vikings had double digit wins, they've had really good seasons with Kurt and Sam Darnold, like 2 years back to back. Your expectations start getting higher, So they put a whole lot on JJ. But they had a whole lot of expectations with JJ. And the stuff that didn't pan out,
So
But yeah, man. But like I said, yeah. Whoa. Okay, well, you're over there breaking tables down here. All right, but the whole thing about JJ McCarthy, I don't see it as long term. And when you fire that GM and whatnot, it's gonna cause a whole lot of stuff that to shake things out. So anyway, okay. So, but I think to me, what really grabbed a lot of people's attention was the whole thing with Stephon and Cardi.
Trash.
With all the hype Stephon been getting, 3 yards.
Trash.
3 receptions, 36 yards. He wasn't even seen until the fourth quarter.
Is that his fault, Kevin, or is that the quarterback not getting him the ball?
Well, I mean,
You talking about
the Super Bowl with 3 receptions.
that Seattle defense getting on that, you know what?
Yeah.
That Seattle defense was giving them belt.
So it was a BTA special.
Yes.
But on top of that, okay, if you want to go that route, let's start with the line. The line couldn't get Drake made in the biggest moment. He got, and look, and this is one of the questions on the sheet, Mel. Remember, how many sacks and whatnot? Well, who's going to get, no, the question was who's going to get sacked first. So we all had that right. Right? So both of us had, I think everybody had that right on the card. But the thing about it was, as the game was going on, the left side felt like it was getting weak, and they couldn't. They were getting beat by double teams. Left and right. He got sacked 8 times.
Morgan Moses shout out to him, but he was the most experienced player on that offensive line with the Meadowbrook.
Yeah.
He did not have a good game.
He had a better game than a left tackle. I think what should be questioned in the Super Bowl.
Morgan Moses had a bad game because of the left tackle and the left guard.
But I think what should be questioned in the Super Bowl is the offensive coordinator of New England. What adjustments did he make to help the O-lineman? Why didn't he get Travion Henderson the ball more? I mean, did he even touch the ball in the second and third quarter? I mean,
the thing was, you guys may not have known this, but I knew this. Travion was not going to get a whole lot of playing time because he's kind of suspect with blitz pickup. We knew these, and I knew Seattle was going to come after Drake May because that's what you do when you have a quarterback with a quick shoulder.
Yeah, but
they was going to come after him. So if your running back can't pick up the blitz, then he's not going to be on the field because you're not going to be able to do anything.
And that's understandable, but according to what Chris Collinsworth is saying, that New England has a package where they go jumbo, right? Like six linemen or more. They went to it one time throughout that whole game, and the one time they went to it, it was successful, right? They just stopped. They stopped going. They just started spreading the ball, spreading, the receivers out and everything else, which made no sense. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't see an adjustment from the OC, which, according to everybody else, is supposed to be.
I would be susceptible to that because when you run that jumbo package extensively, you do wear out your offensive line. Now, if you're thin at that offensive line position, then you can't really run that jumbo package too much because
it gives you those guys time to kill the clock, run the clock out, and keep the other offense off the field. You keep your quarterback upright because you're running the ball. You give your quarterback a chance because
if your line does not have the win to keep that up. If your line does not have the win to keep those plays up, you're no good.
I'm pretty sure when you're running the ball, the old linemen have win compared to dropping back trying to pass protect 90% of the time.
The way that old line looked, I don't think they were deep enough to go jumbo the whole game.
Yeah.
The way that left side of that line looked, they was not built to go jumbo the whole game.
Understandable, but try something else. I mean, you're in the third quarter and you still at like 48 yards with no points. I mean, what are we doing?
We're on a wing and a prayer at this point.
I mean, it was only at the time. It was only 9-0. So the defense is trying really hard to let y'all stay in the game.
And just to go on the other side of the field, Sam Darnold, he was not impressive in that game at all. He made some heck throws.
He had Kenneth Walker.
He had some
Kenneth Walker Everything.
questionable throws out there. You know,
Yeah, plenty
yeah,
of
Kenneth
that.
Walker saved them.
It was a lot of things that New England had their chances to pick the ball off. A lot.
Jackson Smith and Jigma, where was he?
He was hurt.
Christian Gonzalez put the clamps on him.
No, he was hurt, dude. You didn't see how he went to
He got hurt in the middle of the game because he had a concussion.
he got hurt.
So so he really wasn't, and that was my pick for MVP because once I figured when he went down, that just took out my prediction right there. When he had to go to the locker room.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that did happen.
So,
but he wasn't doing much before then. Christian Gonzalez did have a great game. I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm not going to take that away from him.
He had a great postseason, to be honest with you. And we were supposed to draft him.
Yeah. Bright spot on that defense. He was the bright spot on that defense.
Hey, whoever that cornerback was, New England had that Gonzalez guy.
Yeah.
Man, he was shutting everybody down.
Yeah. That's what we just talking about. Yeah.
And that's where we dropped the ball at because we should have had drafted him when we had the chance.
We chose Forbes
a couple of years back. Yeah.
Oh man.
Emmanuel
Y'all
Forbes.
all right?
Yeah.
Y'all all right?
Yeah, I'm great.
Similar to when y'all drafted that wide receiver instead of drafting Justin Jefferson. I mean, it happens.
Exactly. That's why I'm asking y'all. Are y'all all right? It took us a while to recover from that.
Yeah.
We drafted Jalen Reagor, Justin Jefferson right there.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean, that wasn't the first time we whiffed on a generational talent, but it's probably like the latest one.
Hey, Dallas did it. They drafted a linebacker instead of Randy Moss. I mean, it happens. It happens. I don't know if it should have happened like that, but it happens.
Yeah. Now, and the craziest stat that I read too, the last 18 out of 19 quarterbacks that made their Super Bowl debut, when they lost, they never made it back. Only one of them did. And who is that? And who was that QB who made it back after they lost in their debut?
Oh, Jalen Hurts.
Bingo. Yep.
That's not necessarily saying that's going to happen next year, but I can say this roller coaster ain't over. I'm gonna leave it at that. I want to talk more about basketball. I don't want to talk about football no more, man.
Okay, all right, let's go basketball.
I don't even want to go there, but yeah.
All right, you want basketball? Let's talk about basketball. All right.
We got a few more minutes left.
So let's do it.
The celebrity game was trash. Super trash.
Thank you, GG.
Okay, so all right, explain to us why. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing.
No,
exactly.
Who are the celebrities?
You tell me.
Thank you.
You tell me.
I thought, look, now half the time I was laughing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sitting there laughing, and some of the stuff there was so many.
All that talk about the All-Star game not being well, they need to fix that. That celebrity game needs to be fixed. But do something. I mean, put Gilly in it. Put somebody else in it. Get me some some celebrity.
Listen, basically, it just gave us hope. Like, man, look, we can come out of retirement on by ourselves and try to shoot some hoops. I mean, we could probably do the same thing. He's not better than some of the guys that we saw in the court last night.
And then Giannis was cheating, going to Taco the whole game. Like, what is that?
Could you blame him?
He had nobody else. I mean, you're right.
That was
Could you blame him? I mean, you got one guy on your team that can dunk flat-footed.
He had a Brazilian soccer player that was shooting over the hoop. I mean, over the backboard. Like, come on, bro. And he kept gunning. Yeah, I watched it. I had nothing else to watch.
Whoa.
Yeah. That game got delayed by 20 minutes. We was watching highlights over there
Oh, the Providence game.
Yeah.
What is that in the back of dude's head? What is that?
What game?
What is that? No, how you have a whole bald head with a neck mustache, a neck stash? I ain't never seen a neck stash.
That's a Texas thing, dude. They do that in Texas, man.
Oh well, he ain't in Texas.
No, he ain't. But that's what they do.
Yeah, remember that bring back the old rat tail style we used to have back in the day.
Oh,
this man had a whole back of the neck.
So they neck stashes. They not mustaches.
No, they're neck beards. That was no stash. That was a beard. He had like a whole cow patch in the back. The whole back of the neck was still.
Oh, y'all must be watching highlights of that fight that broke out.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
But
the St. John's Providence game.
But okay, so when you got celebrities like Glorilla, who was
Glorilla? Did she even get on the court?
She got on the court for about 5 minutes and did nothing. Nothing. Nobody did nothing.
I mean, some of the stat lines were so atrocious.
You know what? The celebrity game could all be fixed if they just use all the players from the Big Three.
Ooh.
No. Good luck with that. You'll never see that. You'll never see that. It's a good theory, but
the concept I'm with. I mean, you can have a celebrity 3-on-3 tournament.
I mean, you look at it. So many of the players from the Big Three are ex-NBA players.
But can they get up and down the court? They play half court though.
Joe Johnson probably. I'm pretty sure Joe Johnson.
There was a Jeremy Lin site, and he actually put out the game winner. Believe it or not, and some of the rules and this hot button they had. That part was trash.
Oh, Jeremy Lin had an 8-pointer.
They basically won the game.
Lynn Sanity you haven't seen since 2012 when Lynn Sanity was when Melo was around still with the Knicks back in the 2010 era. You ain't seen Jeremy Lin since, but he hits an 8-pointer. Well, yeah, but the main he was famous for New York for 6 weeks with Lynn Sanity. And then he somehow he hits an 8-pointer to decide the game. I mean, and the way they changed the rules mid-flight, it was trash. But I guess they had to try to.
They have to do everything.
Did I highlight where the Charlotte Hornet mascot was in the game?
Man,
he got subbed in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Now this part I've never see. This is where everything turned to a clown show.
And that's why Lawrence Taylor said cocaine is a powerful drug.
When you have mascot,
you say no to drugs.
Okay, all right. So back to Derek's.
They got to be on drugs for the thing.
Back to Derek's point is now more valid because when you have a mascot in the game, that's gotten to be beyond ridiculous. But
why not? It's a celebrity game.
Yes, but a mascot in the middle of the
he's a celebrity mascot.
It's still stupid.
Ooh.
I mean, basically, you put almost anybody on the court at this point.
So when you put a mascot like that on the floor, they can't. That's basically 4-on-5 because they can't grab the ball, can't shoot the ball, can't catch it. So
you can't do anything.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again.
But I mean, I can see why you feel like it was a joke. I was sitting here laughing because it was more. That was the only thing entertaining that was on a Friday night versus SmackDown, of course. But I was flipping jealous with that. Anyway, now as far as the All-Star game itself, that is turned. Now, do y'all feel it's slowly turning into the Pro Bowl?
Well, it depends on how it goes tonight with the U.S. versus the world.
One is just as big as a joke as the other.
Oh, they supposed to play that tonight.
The 3
No, it's
point
tomorrow night. It's tomorrow. But here's the thing: LeBron broke the All-Star game. Big Vic about to fix it.
You talking about Wembanyama?
Big
Wembanyama about to fix the All-Star game.
Speaking of Wembanyama, did you know Taco Fall was taller than him yesterday?
Yep.
I did not know that.
But Taco Fall ain't as athletic as he is.
Not at all.
Oh no.
How's Big Vic gonna fix the All-Star game?
He's gonna play with passion. He's gonna play. This is when the All-Star game got broke. When Kobe, it was coming down to the final possession, and Kobe had the ball. He called out LeBron. LeBron said, "No, somebody else get him. D-Wade, you get him."
He passed it off.
He passed it off.
Yeah.
He didn't want to enter into the dunk contest. Every superstar every face of the league has done the dunk contest, except for LeBron, because he's too scared to have his image take a hit because he failed.
Well, he should have been worried about that with the 4-6 record in 10 finals.
The fact that he got to 10, that's all he cared about, was getting to the finals. But he didn't want to be embarrassed on the world stage in the All-Star game. He didn't want to lose anything.
Sad. Sad.
Wow.
And now the world probably dominate the U.S. boys because the U.S. boys team has been diluted.
Yeah.
They lost somebody the other day.
Well, you lost Steph. There's no who else is out?
Jaren Jackson.
Oh well, yeah. What was he part? Was he part of the All-Star team?
I think he was one of the big men, wasn't he? He had a knee injury or something, or knee growth. I could be wrong.
Man, Jaren Jackson out because Utah trying to tank. Then they just got fined for it.
And that's just, man, the way they going about it. I mean, don't hate the player, hate the game. I get all that, but
they're doing exactly what San Antonio did. They're doing exactly what Dallas did. But see, now that you can bet on games, that's messing up the integrity because they can't say, just that and the other, and it's messing up the money coming in. Once you tamper with the money, we got to get you.
Yeah,
that's a good point because Philly was doing it for a while. Trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
Turn them parlays up on them.
Oh man,
what?
Utah turn them parlays up.
I don't know. I don't bet on basketball games.
So look,
I bet on football.
And look, and so the bad thing is, hanging these guys, and they actually accidentally won a game earlier this week. Utah. And you benched the entire starting lineup for the fourth quarter and not using a timeout when they're down by 3.
I think they still won that game, didn't they?
But yeah, that was a game they accidentally won.
Yeah, accidentally won. See what light we're putting them in. That's why I can't stand the Utah Jazz.
Well, you got to blame Danny Ainge on that one. That's all he's doing. I guarantee you this is coming from Danny Ainge to get that better draft pick and position them.
He got a million draft picks in Utah.
The problem is the same thing with Milwaukee Bucks. Don't nobody want to go there.
So do Memphis Grizzlies. Did they get 5 for Bane and 4 for Jackson?
That is why all them teams trying to get either AJ. But here's the thing. You don't have to be the worst team because they didn't tweak the draft process or the lottery so much. You don't have to be the worst team to get the number 1 pick. You just got to fall somewhere between 8 and 7.
All you got to do is be in the first 13 to get a lottery ball.
Can somebody tell the Wizards that? Because the Wizards feel like for the last 10 years keep getting the 3rd and 2nd pick.
But no, what I'm saying is they tweak the percentages to be like if you within the top 8, you almost get the same percentage. I mean, the bottom 8 you almost get the same percentage.
And what
That's
they
why
should do is fix
Dallas
that.
wasn't the worst team last year, but they got the number 1 pick.
Oh yeah, but you know, if Washington finish in the bottom 8, their first round draft pick belongs to the New York Knicks this year.
Mm-hmm.
And what
it's not protected.
Nope.
It's not top 5 protected.
Nope.
So the way to fix that, and this is how you fix this with that tanking stuff, is if you are caught tanking, take away some of the percentage of their balls that they get in that lottery.
No, this is the way you fix it. This is the way you fix it. Make them fools play a tournament at the end of the year and see whoever wins get the number 1 pick. That's how you fix it.
You're gonna have a 0-0 game.
But that's how you no, whoever wins the tournament get the number 1 pick.
Okay.
You basically have to make them play harder. You
Yeah.
know? I mean, give them back.
So they're going to tank for the tournament.
You can tank all you want to, but you have to play hard. You're gonna eventually have to play hard.
So if you come in second place, you get the next pick. Is that what you're saying?
You playing for your lottery picks.
Oh, okay.
You playing for your draft pick.
The worst team in the league get the 1 seed.
Well, I mean,
the worst team in the league get the 1 seed.
Supposedly Adam Silver's got something to address during this weekend, so we don't know what the verdict's going to be. But
he's probably going to up the fine. That's probably what he's going to do.
You know, but something has to be done. I like Rev's point of view right here. You know, put some effort into it. So if you're going to tank, okay, we're going to make you play for it. I mean, you just can't be gifted a number 1 lottery pick.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with Red with this one. I'm all in for it.
I'm just saying it's going to turn this into a spectacle where you're going to have like the worst team, team worst record.
What's going to happen is this. Because all these parlays and these gambling stuff is on the board, they're going to mess around and start taking teams from people. For real. Or having coaches fired or suspended.
Oh, did you hear about Mark Cuban trying to buy Dallas back?
Yes.
Did hear about that?
That I have. And if you also notice too, ever since Street Clothes got traded, they haven't won a game since. They are currently on a 9-game losing streak.
But was Street Clothes playing?
Nope.
No. But when they got rid of him 2 weeks ago, they haven't won a game since.
Yeah, because Cooper Flag
is hurt.
Quote unquote has a sprained foot all of a sudden. I ain't see him get hurt in the game. Did you? Exactly.
But so are you questioning a white boy's integrity?
Should I not? Should I not at this point?
I mean, where he played for Duke.
And look.
Well,
he know why I'm saying that because
it was so.
He's a Blue Devil.
No, the funniest moment, which was so that same night when me, you, and Derek was at the bar, and
I told the world then.
It was, but the way we said it was, you went around the bar, it was Cooper third. You know, you was like, when he missed this shot,
bro, like
when
like I said last year.
But last year,
all you got to do is play tough defense on him and make him uncomfortable.
Oh yeah,
he turns into a shell of himself.
I think Jason Kidd kind of coached that out of him. Now, have you seen him lately?
Jason Kidd gonna get fired because they trying to make that boy into a point guard like they did with Giannis.
See, yeah. And remember when I even said it on the chat 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he might be on the hot seat.
That was crazy, bro.
And since I said that, they haven't won a game since. And you're sitting at 19-35, and then you get blown out by the Lakers on the last game going to the All-Star break. LeBron is the oldest player to have a triple-double.
So speaking of LeBron, is he stat pad? You see how mad he got at Reeves for taking his rebound? You see that?
I didn't see the game.
I mean, but he still got the triple double.
He did, but did you see how mad he got at Reeves? Because he was trying to come out the game. He's trying to get that triple and come out the game.
Well, I don't know. You know, that's you the Lakers fan.
I don't. Yeah, that was. I didn't see that part. But.
Yeah, I ain't see it. Hey guys, I hate to cut this short. We gotta put a pin in this and get back to this next week. It's 5:00. It's Happy Valentine's Day, so I got to get out of here and get on home and handle that.
Big holiday.
Hey.
Big holiday.
What's understood ain't got to be said, my brother.
And don't forget Southeast Sunday.
Yes, look.
Get your discount.
We gonna chop it up with the aftermath for that next week. All right, we'll have more time for the next week.
Oh yes,
y'all. It's been the Studio W Sports page. I love you guys. As always, I will see y'all in church tomorrow.
See ya.
All right, let's hit this music.
Please welcome Teddy Swims, everybody.